Hey bitch, Nikki D here. What's up? Today we're doing some brows, okay? So as you can see, I got a little bit of microblading going on. This is about 2 years old from my friend Dayane at Brows Up in Barcelona. Check her out. I will put her details in the bottom if you live in Spain. Come on and get it. But I'm gonna just show you how I kind of create like a little bit more of a lift and just like a more complete look, because now I have a face full of makeup on and the brows need a little bit of work because, as we know, they are not twins, they're sisters, clearly. So here, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is brush through your brow hairs. And I'm just taking, this is an Hourglass brow pencil. It's called the Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. Something super similar to this is from NYX. It's probably like 1/10 of the price, but I really like this. Well, I discovered this first. That's pretty much it. And I'll just take it and I will just go through my brows. Now, I'm not going to do anything super intense today. Like some people do soap brows, and that's really to like give you the look of a fuller brow when you don't have it. For me, I do kind of have that going on, so we'll just do an easy brow today. And I'm just going to go through it with the brush and then show you some little tricks that you can do to make your brows look banging. So for me, at least, if I'm doing a very simple face and just want to get out the door, I think brows is one of the most important parts that you can have done to really frame your face and just give you like a finished look. So if I were to do like a simple face, I might do like a little bit of tint and moisturizer. I'll do a brow and a lip, and like boom, you're good. So today, let me show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill in the brow. It's going to create like a nice kind of base for me to work with, but also start to sculpt the shape I want and also just make them appear a lot fuller. So what I'm going to do is pick up a brown or whatever shade color you have, brow color you have. It will depend. So I have these two from MAC. This one's called Wedge. This one's called Espresso. I could literally use either. Now, obviously you would think I would go here, but believe it or not, I like to take a really, really like lighter brown to go through here because I don't want 2016 brows. If you remember, if you were there, I was there. And I like to take a very light brow shade in shadow, run it through the brows, and then I'll take my brow pencil and draw on some hairs. And depending on what pencil you're picking up, it will help you do the work for you. So let's get into it. I'm gonna take a MAC 263 brush, it's an angled brush, and I'm gonna coat the front and the sides of the brush and tap it off. And I'm gonna start at my arch. And you can see I have sparse hairs here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do an angle going down. Now, when you're wondering where your arch should be, it should basically, see the end of the color of my iris here? It should pretty much be right about there. And mine is. So we're just gonna emphasize that a bit. The beginning of your brow should pretty much be the side of your nose, and the end of the brow should be right here on the outside of your eye. So Dayane, Brows Up, she hooked me up and I never have to worry about this. So consider microblading if you just need a little bit extra in there, or a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the wedge and I'm going to go down first, gentle motions, and I'm gonna take the fat side. I'm just gonna follow that along the line. It gives you a nice crisp line, nice clean girl aesthetic here. Like I just got these done, but real rap, I only do them like once a month. And I'm just filling in these sparse areas with the light powder. Okay, when I get to the front, I don't have to lighten up because I already have a very light powder. And I'm just gonna ombre this in, meaning I'm basically taking the heaviest movement right here, and then I'm lightening the hand as I get out, and I'm just filling in that. And when you do a light powder like this, it's extremely forgiving. This is my crap brow, like everyone has one. It's this one for me. So I'm just gonna go over here and start filling it. And again, this is just to fill in the gaps We're not gonna worry about making realistic hairs yet. Okay. Okay, nice fade, nice shade. But you can see it doesn't, it still needs some hairs, and that's where your pencil will come in. It's wax based, it is gonna give you more oomph. And there you go. So there's step one, okay? Now, if you wanted to, you could just use this as your brows. And instead of the shading, you would take a brush like this, make sure it's super thin, tap it in, and you would basically just, instead of shading, you're gonna basically copy what your hairs are doing in that area. So you can see these hairs are going this way, these hairs are going down, these hairs are going over, and these hairs are going up. And you can see I changed my brush head for every angle I did that. So you can take a dark shade that matches your hair, and you can go side, down, and see it's really looking like hair now. Up like that, okay? Cool, so that's an option there. Now, to really just finish them off, I like to take a brow pencil. Again, this is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. I use natural black. And what I like to do, it's a little bit wasteful, a little bit professional, is I will take the tip, make it super, super teeny tiny so I'm not wasting a lot, and break it off. So that every time I roll this up, it is dead like a freaking switchblade on this side, razor blade, okay? So it's dead sharp. So I'm gonna take that, I kind of like pinch it a little bit so it kind of warms it up. And now we're gonna go in with the hairs. So I'm gonna go in this direction, I'm gonna go in this direction. And automatically, you've got hairs growing in here that look completely natural and really give you that nice arch. Look at that. Yeah. If you want to lift the arch, say, you know, you're lacking right here, what you would do is, again, find where your arch should be or where you want it. You can make a little line there, and then you can just draw the arch higher. So, like that. And don't worry, you can always clean up with concealer when you're done. Watch what this is gonna do. That just took my brow all the way up there. Isn't that cool? And then of course we're gonna take a little concealer and just clean that up. But you can see, you can really like just lift your face with that. All right. I have an arch, so we don't need this. But that's how you do it. Then, okay, we're following the brow hairs. So we're gonna go sideways. We're gonna go down. Sideways, down, down. Awesome. And then here, this is, you gotta practice this, but it's okay. Up. It's almost like press, let go, press, let go, press, press. And then you get these really awesome thin brow hairs. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. This one needs more loving, clearly. Down. Sideways. These ones are down. So we're just mocking the hairs. We don't want to, we used to draw boxes. So I don't know how old you are watching this, but we used to do a big line under here, but that's not very natural, is it? But to each his own. I also love that look. Just depends what I'm going for. A couple of hairs. I like it sparse in the beginning because that's how natural hairs grow. And you can see they look slayed. It just looks like I just got them done. And if you have a good browed person, I get threaded personally. It hurts like the dickens. But when you're done, they somehow make your brows look like they're bigger and like fuller. God bless. Okay, so final step is just take a synthetic brush like this. Take a little bit of your concealer on a palette, preferably like maybe a teeny bit lighter than your skin tone. I'm gonna take a palette and I'm just gonna roll some of my concealer onto that. And then I will take my brush, dip it on both sides, and we're gonna just crisp up this line. And this also helps kind of like create a lifted look. Flip it. And one little tidbit, if you do your brows first before your shadow, and if you watch in my video, go back to the Back to Basics one where I have the transparent powder here. You just created a stencil for your eyeshadow. It's the ultimate hack. So you basically place this under, okay? Then you have your transparent powder here. This is exactly where you want your eyeshadow. It literally just created shadow for us. Pretty cool. Just leave that as is. Whatever's left on the brush, that's when I go on top. Take your time with this. And this is really what makes it look super snatched, super crispy. And I'll connect them out like that. Boom. Okay, and then you just take your little trusty concealer brush and tap this away. Gently handed. And voila, you got a beautiful, clean, full looking brow. And you almost just created like a lift in your eye. Oh, I love makeup. Okay, let's do the other side super quick. Both sides of a synthetic brush. Okay, we're going underneath. And down. Whatever's left, I'm going on top. Okay, concealer brush and clean it up. Voila, there you go, guys. There is your 10-minute brow. Probably will be 5 without you having to explain to yourself how you're doing it like I did. But there you go. Super simple, mega clean, looks like I have nothing on. And there you go. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. If you want me to take a look at your brows and think how they should be mapped, I'm happy to do that. Just give me a picture of you and we'll get started. So nice to see you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.